Hey Sagittarius, welcome to the Jezebel Way Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing your love and separation read for the month of August. I want to say thank you for all the likes, subscriptions, and the shares. I sure appreciate y'all. So let's see what we got for you for love August. It's not over yet, okay? It's not over yet. Hidden path. Okay. Karmic partner in the reverse. Transformation. Okay, so it looks like to me you're taking a detour. Okay, you're taking a detour because you've discovered something either about yourself or about the relationship, or you had a light bulb moment or whatever. Karmic partner you have left behind. And you're moving on, you're transforming, you're moving on your path that maybe you're supposed to be on, okay? Which is always my favorite. All right, so let's take a look, Sagittarius, and see what we've got. Okay, yeah, it was a hard decision to make. You juggled a little bit with this decision. You juggled a little bit with moving forward, Sagittarius, and bossing up to your own situation, your own life. I think that also maybe this had to do with business or work or practice or whatever. And maybe your work took you elsewhere. You had to travel for work or something like that, but to me, this is about moving forward with what you originally set out to do for yourself individually. Of course, I have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. No, I don't. I don't know what my deal is with that today. I have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And I actually do have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Those could be some of the signs you're dealing with. They don't have to be. But this is about getting grounded and moving forward in your life and taking charge of a business or something in your life and then taking off with it, right? So when we say those things, it doesn't necessarily have to be that sign. It's the energy of the sign. Your partner doesn't want to accept that things have moved on. You became overwhelmed, Sagittarius. Okay, in the upright, this was the split. You became overwhelmed, but your partner's not accepting this. They are sitting in memories of the past. And I think some of the confusion in the relationship and some of the destruction in the relationship probably had to do with this person not being in the moment. You know, they either want to live in the past or the future, or they want to be in denial, right? So your person's having a hard time letting this situation go. Yeah, they are having a hard time overcoming that this didn't happen, right? So your person's not dealing with this so well, and they want to make this offer to you. They want to put it back together again, right? Let's see what's going on with you. You put the brakes on. These themes are very clear to me. You put the brakes on. You're all about yourself right now and moving toward what your goals are. You've put the brakes on this situation and you're doing for you right now. And you're not even discussing it with them. You've not ghosted them. You've laid things out with them. And this isn't like you've gone off the deep end with yourself or anything, which they may, you know, but they're actually the ones who are kind of in denial. You're doing for you and you're not discussing it. It's sort of like, you know what, I'm going to move on this path that I know I'm supposed to be on, and I'm not going to explain. I'm not going to apologize. I need to do what's best for me. And you've certainly done that. You may have moved out or moved on or transferred or had to move again for business. but you're definitely moving on toward a different path. So let's see what the blocks are for your partner. Sometimes the straw in the relationship, you know, the last straw is when you stop and you have a light bulb moment and you realize either how far you've gotten away from your original goal, or when the relationship starts becoming so like a black hole, right? That it starts sucking the life out of everything, including your plans, right? What you want for yourself. So sometimes that's what makes people move on. Let's see what's going on with your partner. They're not balanced, period. They're not balanced. If there was another person in the relationship, they're no more, okay? If this is a situation of them moving forward, wanting commitment, that's no more. They are not happy being single, nor were they happy being fully committed to the relationship, and they're not moving forward. And the idea of marriage and commitment and the whole shebang is, I don't know, sort of like in the reverse for them. Everything is in the reverse and they're not facing reality. It's sort of like, yeah, this is going to sound terrible, but like when you make an appointment for something and at the time you're like, oh yeah, I want to do that, absolutely. But then when it comes, you know, and it may be a while out, but when it comes time to go to the appointment or do whatever the thing is, your circumstances have changed or your life has changed or something's come up, and you kind of make an excuse to stall it out or delay it a little bit. That's kind of what this feels like. Let's see what your blocks are. Yeah, loveless relationship, tired of toxicity. Because there was toxicity, you see how, you know, she has her back turned to him and he has his back turned to her. So whatever group you fall in here, in order to avoid, you know, this, whatever bad toxic stuff was in the relationship, you shut the other person out. Maybe the lack of commitment was the toxic element. Lack. It was just totally lacking for you. You see this, we're never going to get married. You know, we're never going to do A, B, C, D. You know, this is just something that he keeps telling me or she keeps telling me or whatever. Let's see what's going on between the two of you. Yeah, so you started making plans of your own. You were not accepting this control from this person any longer because that's all it was, right? It doesn't matter what you want. I'm going to choose the opposite because I want to be in control. And I really don't care what choice I make it is, good or bad, as long as I get to choose and I get to be the one who says what happens. And so there was no transparency here. You couldn't even get him to settle on a date or whatever the situation. And also, I think money was an issue. You may have been the sole breadwinner here, or you may have been contributing more monetarily to the situation than they were. And there was no transparency with money either. So I think that's why you put the brakes on. You were unapologetic and you said, you know what? I'm going to live my life for me. But let's see what they're thinking, what they're feeling. Burdens. Burdens in putting work into the relationship. In their mind, the passion and the love has gone out of the relationship because they had to put a little work in. It got a little bit boring paying bills. It got a little bit too real when, you know, they may have had to come up off some money or they had to put in some responsibility in the situation. It was too much of a burden. Maybe your work schedule was a burden or your work was a burden. But putting in the work to this relationship was a burden and they were not comfortable with perhaps just, you know, sometimes people grow out of going to the bar. They grow out of having the desire to spend their time at the club or whatever, right? And some people never grow out of it, right? But Maybe you wanted some quiet nights at home, just snuggling on the couch and watching a show or whatever, and they wanted to go, do whatever. There was some element here about settling down, right? And of course, that's a maturity issue sometimes, right? So let's see what they're thinking. They're thinking that they want another chance at this relationship. They may have learned a little bit of a lesson here. They want to put down all of the partying. They want to put down the fighting. They're rejecting the idea of a wild lifestyle or something like that, right? And they want to, you've taught them a lesson, okay? And they want another chance at this relationship. I think now they're also not suffering any illusions about how it's supposed to look like or what it's supposed to look like. And what they're up against is the loss of you, the loss of family, the loss of love. And I think that they know you've judged them against that and they want another chance. They're unhappy without you. You represent something in childhood for them also, making them feel like they did when they were a kid, safe or at some point in their life. They're unhappy without you, even though they're partying it up and they're in a crowd full of people, they're terribly unhappy. So they want another chance. And let's see what their intention is. Their intention is for you guys to work it out, to have a conversation, to negotiate, to get counseling, whatever. They want to move forward with you despite the circumstances. They know that wanting to be the party guy or party girl or maintaining a certain lifestyle or a certain image as far as, whatever goes, ruined this. They know that. So they're ready to lay it on the line with you. They want to work on it. They want to do what it takes to work on it because this is what they don't want to see. They don't want to see you moving out. They don't want to see the relationship coming to an end. And you may have already moved out. But they don't feel that nurturing issue with you that they did before. But bear in mind, this is a card of also a mother. So you may have had to mother them quite a lot. Well, this came out in the reverse, right? So they don't want you to mother them, but they do miss that nurturing from you. And Sagittarius, this is what they want. They want this family. They want this life. They want these moments right here. I think admitting to themselves that it's time to kind of, grow up a little bit was a little bit hard for them to do. But they want another opportunity with you, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to make that happen. So take it or leave it. It's up to you. But that's kind of what they're hoping will happen, this transformation. And the transformation happened because you drew the line and you said, look, I can't do this anymore. And you made something happen for yourself. So I think that was kind of a lesson for them. You taught them a lesson. Now they want you back. Oh, I know it's not funny. So let's see what they have to say to you. Oh, I keep getting this card all day long. People are dealing with their insecurities here, okay? They're insecure about their looks. Their children are a priority. They can't put them through more drama. So I think that's probably what may have been happening too. You were there, you were being the stepmother or the mother, you were being the nurturer, father, same thing with men. And you were being the nurturer of these children, whether or not they belong to you or not. And you were carrying the major burden in this relationship, right? I'm avoiding sex right now as I can't handle intimacy. They may be doing that because they're heartbroken and they miss you. I think that's kind of what they're saying. But earlier, you know, we had a picture of like debauchery being painted over here with the fast lifestyle. So, I mean, they didn't mind tripping and falling into other people before. So what changed their mind perhaps was you say, look, you know what, straighten up or get the fuck out, whatever. But they're basically saying that they're changed their ways, right? Actions. They feel stuck in a toxic situation and they don't know how to break free. Well, they feel stuck in a toxic situation because they are not in the right kind of mindset. They are still trying to be with you, but live a single lifestyle. They're still trying to raise a family, but be in the bar every 5 minutes. They've not let go of something that they attach an emotion to, an emotion to an image, right? That's what they can't let go of. But let's see, but it looks like they're trying to make a change, right? Let's see what their next move may be. So the hidden path here may be, hey, you know what? I'm doing this for me. And if you want to change for yourself, great. And the hidden path may be that they have. You know, they've figured it out. So endurance, they're thinking, hey, let's work this out. I know what I was doing was wrong. Right? I was working through my shit. I've had a light bulb moment. And now I want to keep our family together. I want to protect our family and what we have made. Even if some of you out there, you don't have children with this person. They want to protect what it is that you two have built together. So apparently it meant more to them than what they were letting on. But what you're saying is, here, look, I'm trying to focus on my goals and my job, and I'm not going to let you take me back to this place. So you better man up or woman up, and you better take care of business, because I'm not coming back to that mess. So that's basically kind of what their next move is to actually do a 360. Let's see what a final outcome can be. Okay. They're going to pour their heart out to you and tell you, yeah, you know what? I was just surrounding myself with people who are just telling me what I wanted to hear because they wanted to keep the party going. I want to close that cycle of my life out. And I'm ready for this abundance to happen. Now, I see that these are in reverse. Okay, I know that. Okay. And I'm ready to move forward with you. You may not be ready, Sagittarius, but they are. You've been on my mind. My happiness is you. My happiness is this family. No more player. But let's see what this Four of Pentacles is. I'm holding on to my happiness with you. Holding on to my money. Stability. Yeah. Tower moment. You being overwhelmed and finally saying you were overwhelmed. I'm tired of doing all the work. And them being unapologetic about it. But this is you're just out here having a grand old time. And meanwhile, I'm at home with the kids or whatever. They're putting this aside, though. They've made the decision to let this go because they don't want to risk losing you. Self-medicating, healing from self-medicating. So new beginning. They want a new beginning. Now, transformation. They kept doing this to transformation, right? But now they're allowing that to happen. They're putting that shit down. So let's see what they think about you in the bedroom. But of course, you know, the choice is always yours. But you needed a partner who needed to grow up a little bit, right? And it looks like they're going to. They miss the intimacy. Like I said, nothing is happening in the bedroom. See, look, this is, nothing's going on. Healing and leaving this duality behind. I think this means prioritizing. And they're tired of this separation between the two of you. They're remembering, okay, reminiscing. They know that before they were all talk and no action. So they miss the sex. Okay, yes, they miss the sex, but they miss the intimacy more than they miss the sex, which should tell you something. They know they were all talk and no action. They have to leave this duality behind and this clandestine, you know, I'm a wild man shit behind. They know that, or woman. They miss your body. They miss being intimate with you. That you're something about your hips they love, right? So basically, you've got a person who wants to reconcile, who wants to put it back together again. So let me get some advice cards on it for you. Transformation of the relationship, absolutely. Once you lay down the burden and also, you know, I say when you give someone an ultimatum, you have to be prepared to lose, right? And I think you were absolutely there, right? To the point where you were like, I don't care anymore. I can't do this anymore. That's what flipped on the light bulb, the switch for them. Happy, happy. Yeah, I'm going to do what makes me happy. I got to do what makes me happy. Where's my abundance? Deep knowing that, look, this wasn't working out. This wasn't taking me where I needed to go. I know what I need to do, right? Chop wood, carry water, crossroads with the 6. You can choose what path you want to take here. But in the meantime, this is about maintaining, right? Maintaining groundedness, routines, right? That keep you focused, focusing on your peace, getting rid of chaos, okay? Chaos, total chaos, because you were doing too much and you were doing it all, right? So let's get some love cards on it and see what they have to say. And chop wood, carry water, excuse me, can also be about, hey, that's great. I'm going to maintain what I'm doing. I'm going to maintain my apartment over here. You can maintain your apartment over there. I'm going to maintain my work. I'm going to maintain my life right now. And that way you can show me what it is that you're made of. If you're very sincere, then great, we can do this. But I'm going to maintain where I'm at. And you're going to have to show me something. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed at this very moment. Okay. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and the relationship will magically transform. Well, yes and no. But if, you know, some of the circumstances, possible circumstances for you guys out there, you can't just say, well, I accept that I'm going to be the one doing everything and you can do whatever you want. No. Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So you need your partner to support you. That was the problem. You were doing it all, and they were just sitting back, whatever. New love for yourself. Okay, you could be seeing other people right now as well. Very soon. Decide what you want, because it's fixing to come your way. Past life relationship, right? I mean, they are indicated as a karmic. Now that every relationship's a karmic relationship, right? But worth waiting for, divine timing, honeymoon, and true love. So romantic feelings, engagement, let go of control issues. That's what they need to do. Give your relationship a chance. Okay. Well, so you have the choice to make. It's up to you, Sagittarius. But your person looks like you woke them up when you told them goodbye, and they want you back. So I'll see you guys for what's in their head.